Welcome to your soul journey. This is going to be the weekly prognosis for Cancer for the time between December 7th to the December 14th. I hope you are ready to slow down, relax, empty your mind completely, take a deep breath, and give a little bit to yourself. At the very minimum, slow down and enjoy a cup of coffee or tea or water or anything. This week, the readings are a little deeper. We're going to have guidance, guidance messages. We're going to check the tarot cards for past, present, and future energies. We'll be asking your angels for advice and messages. We'll be taking a look at your personal life, and also we'll be getting some very specific messages. So we'll close that with love activation card. If you are ready, let's get started. We'll start with the guidance cards. And the first card is sharing shame. And the healing mantra is, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. When shame is shared, the cycles of victim mentality are permitted to heal because you find the courage to speak your truth. Because abuse and neglect can only happen in silence, it is your willingness to step forward and share your life story that helps transform each wound, each pain, and inspire others to be set free as well. So once you share your shame, you are able to honor yourself, you are able to honor your soul, and that gives a lot of sense of encouragement, sense of worthiness, because you matter. And it also validates that you deserve to receive and you deserve to be happy. So this mantra is ideal for revisiting past traumas, past hurts, expressing your inner child, and finding self acceptance. No matter what you have been going through, finding that self acceptance is part of your healing. This is your first guidance card for next week, something to think about. Second guidance card, it's incredible how synchronized are the messages for all of the star signs readings. And your next card is forgiveness. It comes with the number 96. And I'm so convinced that those two will work together. So this card indicates the need to forgive yourself and to forgive others for any past actions that caused you pain. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to heal any unresolved anger, hate, jealousy, resentment, or guilt. All of those are blocking your success. Such emotions are toxic to your body and hold you back from attracting beautiful, harmonious, and happy life. For the sake of your health and future happiness, you must forgive the past. And forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean blessing, forgetting, um, or allowing any negative behaviors of others. It simply means for you to release yourself from that self created prison so that you can move forward with your life. When you come to accept and you're able to move on from real or perceived betrayals, you can actually create a happier future with freedom and peace. Bitterness only attracts disharmony, misery, pain. And forgiveness is the best way to set your spirit free. In order to improve your current situation, whatever that is, you are being called through this card to adjust, to harmonize, and to follow the natural rhythm and cycles of life. The cycles that are encouraging you to forgive people, situations, and behaviors from the past. And by releasing that past, um, you actually are able to forgive, to let go, and to move on. And you can make your dreams come true. Because if you are holding on to that past misfortune, you only run into the risk of attracting more and more of the same thing over and over again and being stuck in a cycle of pain. So you can practice acceptance and forgiveness in order to experience that healing. And if you need a positive affirmation to help you through that process next week, you can use the following. I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. So for you, Cancer signs, it's incredible how those two cards synchronize together to allow for healing. So I really hope that those messages are helping you, Cancer, and I hope that this is something that you needed to hear. I will be starting with the tarot cards. So this will be next week, December 7th to the 14th, and we'll look past, present, and future energies. All right, so you are getting, it's only people here. The Queen of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So those could be situations and energies, but those could also represent people or conversation. So I will try to cover as much as possible of those situations, and then hopefully you can find yourself in any of those, and they can help you. They can help you with your journey. So with the Queen of Swords, there is the energy here of somebody who is very gifted, intelligent, and fair. I'm not sure which one of those are you in this situation. So I will just send more generic messages so that you can identify yourself and take your truth out. Of course, keep what resonates and release the rest. So with this Queen of Swords energy, this is probably somebody very smart, very intellectual, and very intelligent. Usually that's somebody who is very gifted with a very sharp brain and also very fair. Because also with this art on the card, it also looks like the Justice card, right? So she's swearing here that she's always going to follow her truth, always going to express the truth and be fair. And she wouldn't hesitate to use that sword to cut through anything that is unfair, and protect herself and everybody that she loves. That could be she, he, anything. Because it's the queen, I'm saying she. But this is the energy, this is the spirit. Sometimes this represents a single person or a single parent. Somebody who knows a lot, somebody who is a leader, somebody who's very independent with a lot of integrity, but it may represent a single person or a single parent. And with the Knight of Wands, we have somebody which is a little bit with a younger energy. So somebody very adventurous, ready to always take on a new adventure. But this is somebody also who is very active and creative. A lot of intuition here, and somebody who is ready to take on a new adventure at any time. And somebody who's ready to move fast, make fast decisions. Once they jump into something, they just follow the lead. And with the Queen of Pentacles, we do have somebody who is the mother, the family-oriented person, with, of course, a lot of prosperity, generosity, comfort, abundance around them. So those three cards for you next week may represent conversation, situation, or even a conflict between a couple of people, in a discussion, in a situation. And it may represent that you'll be finally getting together towards a resolution of a situation, of a discussion, whatever it may be. So this is one way to look at the cards, is that you'll be getting together to have this conversation and achieve a fair outcome that serves everybody. So if you are in that situation and you recognize those three people, it's a positive and fair outcome towards abundance, prosperity, and comfort. Also, let's just cover one possibility. Some of you can be probably traveling or moving houses. That is also, maybe you're planning that in the current moment, with your present energy. And this is something that, of course, takes a lot of your energy, but it's something that leads to your future prosperity, helps you to build a safer life and safer future for yourself, the future that you have been desiring. So this is definitely a very, very good progression. Also, for some of you, that may represent a very fast moving deals, contracts, even court decisions, because that may represent signing a contract, waiting for court decisions, some legal agreements, any of that sort. So you are expecting all of those decisions in your present energy with that Knight of Wands. And it's coming into a positive resolution with the Queen of Pentacles, simply because this is a card of success and growth and stability. So all of those outcomes are going to be very, very positive and very fair for you. So no matter if that's a new business, new adventure, moving houses, buying houses, signing contracts, or even getting a new job opportunity, it's quite possible, job or new business. So all of these are going to be very fair. You will receive the decision that you have been waiting for towards your prosperity, stability, abundance, and even family, because this is also the family card and the card of the mother. All right, so for some of you, could be moving from being single, even if you have children, if you're a single parent. Somebody new may be entering your life with that charismatic, this is a very charismatic person, the Knight of Wands. And your relationship may be moving from being single into something more stable, something more committed, and even marriage. So, this is another opportunity as well for you next week. For others, however, there could be somebody, I'll just cover that. There could be somebody unsincere around you that you may have to cut off from your life with this Queen of Swords. So look around you if you feel some toxic, negative, deceptive energy that has been just crawling into your life, into your decisions, and is actually impacting your stability. It's separating you from what matters to you. It may be time to cut off that person, that situation, whatever it's represented here. So be a little bit more skeptical and look for that negative energy that is crawling into your life, and try to keep away from this energy. Okay, I think I've covered everything that was trying to come through. Now I'll ask your angels for guidance. Knight of Wands again. Knight of Wands, Knight of Wands, calling you for action. So your angels are calling you for action next week. What else? Eight of Swords, restriction. And Six of Swords, resolution. All right, so I think we're getting a little bit of a deeper message here. And the fact that the Knight of Wands is appearing for a second time in your reading through the deck of your angels is making that message stronger. You need to act. Do not be afraid to act. No matter how restricted you feel in the current moment with that Eight of Swords, your angels are telling you that this is a self-imposed restriction, that you are actually not restricted no matter what you are thinking. You have to act. You have to act towards resolution. It's with this actually with the Six of Swords, it represents long period of stress, maybe, and with that resolution card, you are calming down after that period of stress. You are moving towards a more stable position after experiencing a challenge for some time. So again, this could be a travel card. This could be moving location, moving houses as well. So you are finally You are finally throwing your anchor somewhere, maybe into a new apartment, into a new house, into a new family with that Queen of Pentacles. So you are overcoming that period of time of stress and uncertainty, and you're finally throwing an anchor somewhere into a safer harbor, into something that is less wavy, and you are getting out of all of those challenges and storms. So really, really wonderful message of support from your angels to tell you that you are the one who has been restricting yourself. That restriction is not real, and it's time for you to move towards that resolution that you have been expecting. And do not be afraid to act with this Knight of Wands energy. Beautiful message from your angels for you next week. I will be transitioning into your personal life. So here are the cards that you are getting: the Queen of Earth, the Nine of Earth, and the Emperor. I'll just place them here. So if we have to talk about energy, with the Queen of Earth, you are getting Capricorn energy. With the Nine of Earth, you are getting Virgo energy. And with the Emperor, this is a very strong Aries energy here on the bottom. So what's happening in your private life? A lot of focus on earth, a lot of focus on material things. And it's wonderful that we are going to close your reading with the strong Emperor card. So finally reaching that security, finally reaching out for that stability with this Emperor card, which is very, very strong card. Stable family for some of you. That came a couple of times with the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, creating a family, creating that stability that you have been working for. With this Queen of Earth energy, again, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth, and the Emperor. So creating a strong partnership is finally coming into the picture for you, because also in that deck, the Queen of Earth has actually been single and lonely for quite some time. This is specific to this deck, because with this Queen of Earth, this is the energy of somebody who has been on their own for quite some time, and they're finally getting out of the desert. They're finally getting out in the world after being hidden for quite some time. And they have been hiding because, yes, they have been working on themselves. And also with the Nine of Earth here, which is Nine of Pentacles in other decks, it's here you can see how big is this person, how much growth and development they have done for themselves. So you have been focusing on yourself, on growing your career, or on developing your skills, on your material security, and you have built that confidence where you are so much more than the rest of the people around you. You have achieved so much success and so much growth, but what you have to give up was your personal life, because you have been focusing on your pentacles mainly, on your growth, on your development, and your material stability, and your personal life, your feelings, your emotions, they had to be suppressed for a while. And this is where that sense of a loneliness is coming out. But after achieving all of this growth, all of that material success, you are finally finding the partner that is actually deserving to be your emperor. For some of you, that emperor actually may represent you developing that leadership, you developing that success for yourself. For others, that emperor represents finding that stable partner to build a family with, which is a beautiful energy no matter of where you are in your life. If you are single but you are really building up that power, that leadership, that strong and secure figure, it's wonderful. Stepping up in your strength, in your leadership, and in your power. For others that fall into the category of creating a family, this is going to be your long-term stability that you have been expecting. And this is actually a connection with a lot of magnetism and electricity, where you are finally putting yourself out there and you are able to find the right partner for yourself, because you growing up so high actually opened up a big gap, and you were not able to find the person that you can worship, that you can admire and actually say, yes, you are the one for me, you are good enough to be allowed to enter into my space. Wonderful, wonderful energy. So do not be afraid to move forward next week, because very, very beautiful things are coming. Of course, with challenges, but that's how it is. So I will transition into some messages, and I will ask you to take them with a grind of salt, because first, they're not for everybody. So if you don't feel that those are for you, do not take them. And if you feel that they are, and you will be the one to understand what those messages mean. So I'll just go through them. The first one says, I'm tired. The second one says, now is not the time. So this is why that Knight of Wands came twice, to call you to act, because you keep being in that mindset of now is not the time, I'm tired, I'm not going to do anything, but you are called to action. I should have been more honest. Okay, I don't know what does apply to, but here it is. It came out. So take it the way it resonates with you. I will close this reading with your love activation card. And it says peacefulness. You recognize the balance, kindness, and love. Bring calmness to your soul. I will just say here that, sometimes when people go from the position an eye for an eye, and they address situations with aggressive energy, it does more harm than help. So being peaceful is so important, that very often we realize that it's actually our way to freedom and our way to to address all of those turmoil situations and keep our peace, because our peace is way more important than any success, than any win that is actually that's actually done with stress, authority, or any kind of a rude or unfair action. So, keeping our peace, keeping our boundaries, and staying away from negative and aggressive energy is a very important skill to learn for all of us. So, I'll close with that. I'll leave you in peace, and I wish you a great week. Until then, be blessed. Bye.